your death without a coat.
Oh, nonsense, Edie. It's a beautiful day.
You should let me do your shopping for you.
Oh, Edie, don't fuss. The weather's much too good to waste.
Good morning, Vi. How are you? Violet Aird, visitors from America.
Oh, how do you do?
How
Nice
do
to
you
meet
do?
you.
Nice to meet you, too. Hello. Oh.
We're going to Glen Eagles.
Are you? Well, I hope the weather lasts for you.
Excuse me, Isabel. That's great. That's good.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you and Lord Balmerino actually own the village?
Not anymore. The estate's mostly rented out now. The moor's gone to a grouse shooting syndicate run by Edmund Aird. You've just met his mother.
Any connection with Aird Electronics?
Yes, it's his firm. You might meet his wife. She's from your part of the world.
Right, I'm off. Midday flight.
Okay, well, take care. I love you.
You too.
Do you mind taking Henry to Edie's house?
No, if he's ready.
Great. Henry!
Henry, come on.
Bye, sweetie. Mwah. Have a great day. Have a good journey.
Thanks. Come on.
Bye. Love you, baby. See you this afternoon.
Here, Henry, get me the office, will you?
Hello, Balmaid.
Hi, Mummy.
Well, hello, Henry.
You okay?
Yes, I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm fine. I love you, Mummy.
Well, you have a great day. I love you, sweetie.
Bye, Mummy.
Bye.
Morning, Vi.
Hello, Archie. Oh, feeding the 5,000.
Ah, well, the tourist season is upon us already.
Oh, indeed. I just met them.
What would my father have thought, eh? Lord Balmerino running errands, what is the world coming to? He'd probably have said my son's a blithering idiot. Bye-bye.
Why? Oh, let me drop you home.
No, I'm fine, Verena.
Nonsense. This shopping's far too heavy. Oh, actually, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh. Well, what's it this time? Library petition, home-front horses?
Angus and I are planning a dance for Katie's 21st. A really big one with a proper band for the reels and Highland fling, a disco for Katie's London friends, a marquee.
Heavens, when's this to be?
September, I thought the 16th.
The day after my birthday.
So, the dance can be your birthday party as well.
Oh, I always have a picnic up by the loch.
Personally, I always find the loch rather gloomy, don't you?
Oh, I find it beautiful. The loch's very special.
I'm inviting everyone. The Blairs, the Ferguson Crombies, the Milburns, Lord and Lady McCliston, I hope. Then there's you, of course.
I thought you had a favor to ask me.
Yes. I want to send an invitation to Archie's sister.
Pandora, but she was long before your time, surely.
Yes, we are newcomers after all. We've only lived here 10 years. Look, Vi, my dear, I wouldn't dream of asking personal questions, but, well, Pandora's name comes up from time to time, and there's this stiffening. I assume there's some ancient scandal, but nobody will say anything. You Scots are so frightfully well behaved, aren't you? In public, anyway.
Oh, biscuit, Verena.
You're doing it now. Look, this is a little awkward. It seems that Lord and Lady McCliston met Pandora at some gallery in Monte Carlo and took quite a shine to her. Well, I've rather given them the impression that
Pandora's coming to the dance.
they'll definitely be expecting to see her. And I rather hope that you...
Certainly not. She hasn't been here for nearly 20 years. I really don't think this is a very good idea, Verena.
Yes. Well... Alexa's still living it out in London, is she?
I want you for it. I want you, I want you for it. I want you, I want you for it. I want you for it.
Hi! Can we join you? My name is Martin.
Oh, hi.
I'm a designer, fabrics and textiles.
Really?
Yes.
You didn't design that tie?
Come on, Alexa, we're going on. Hurry up, Alexa.
There's a stack of logs to split. I'd best get on with it.
I hate it when the changeover's on the same day. It's such a rush. And the silver needs cleaning.
I'm good at that. I'll give you a hand later. Where are we long?
Hi, Alexa. Remember me? From the nightclub?
No. Oh, great.
Darling, tea. I'll put it down.
Leave it, darling. I'll do it.
Oh, it's all right. It's really not that heavy.
Here you are, Neil.
Thank you. I recognise this face.
Possibly. It's my father.
Ed. Edmund Ed.
Yeah.
Of Ed Electronics, yeah?
Yes, I don't usually tell people.
Hey. I'm impressed. And, this must be your mother.
No, that's my stepmother. My mother died when I was really young.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Look, thanks for the drink. I better get going.
Not at all. Thanks very much for bringing my dress book round. I'm sorry I was so rude on the doorstep.
It's all right. It's not the first time I've had a front door slammed in my face, nor the last, I should think. Goodbye.
I was just going to get myself something to eat. You could stay for some supper, if you like.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'd like that very much.
I think that's your bus over there. That's brilliant. It's been lovely having you.
Thank you
I
so
do hope
much.
you come out.
It's so nice.
Oh, hello.
Isabel. The new brochures.
Ah,
Rather good, don't you think?
yes. Stay as a guest in a private house. Experience the hospitality and grandeur of Scotland's loveliest homes. Meet as friends the ancient families who live in them. We're not an ancient family, Verena.
Ancient enough as soon as they hear Archie's a lord.
Archie's grandfather had a factory.
No need to go into that, dear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lady Balmerino, your hostess for the next week. Well, why don't you all have another cup of tea? And I'll tell Lady Balmerino about the slight change of plan. Now, Isabel, the thing is, your two chaps have had really rather a... Oh, excuse me. Verena Stainton?
Mrs. Stainton?
Yes? Oh, yes. Now, we shall want your largest marquee. September the 16th. Oh, good. Next Wednesday at 11. Excellent. Goodbye. I've been meaning to tell you, we're giving a dance for Katie's 21st. Everyone's coming. Lord and Lady McCliston, I hope. You and Archie, of course. And Lucilla must come.
Oh, I don't know about Lucilla. She's still wandering about Europe. She may not be back before the end of the summer.
I think you have to be a little firm, Isabel. Katie had odd ideas, too, but I told her the year in Switzerland and the secretarial course came first. You could do her own thing after that. They're children, dear. Oh, yes. And I'm thinking of inviting Pandora.
Pandora? I don't think that's a very good idea.
What on earth's the problem? Everyone behaves as though she was some sort of social outcast.
Nonsense. She and Archie were very close.
Well, then what's all the fuss about? You knew her. How would you describe Pandora?
Pandora was the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. Full of life, high spirits, dazzling.
Sounds like the perfect party creature. Good.
Mrs. Samada?
Hello.
It's Edmund Aird.
Good morning, Mr. Aird.
Listen, as my colleague explained to you when you met, we both have a deal awaiting signature in Malaysia, but we need a more positive reaction from your people.
But we've been very flexible. That's the
Now,
point.
we both have the figures. I think we should settle this without delay. I can be in Kuala Lumpur on...
Friday.
On Friday.
Very well. I believe I can bring new proposals to the table.
Good, then. Good, on Friday. I'll see you then, yes. Goodbye.
Bye.
George, I'm flying out to meet Samata. I've told them they have to improve the deal.
I've been leaning on them as hard as I dared.
Yes, I know that. The point is, so do they. Malaysians like to speak to the boss. It makes a difference.
If you say so.
Jane, the Conifer investment scheme. Get out all the correspondence on that, would you? And make fresh copies of everything, including the accountant's breakdowns. And mark one to the attention of Lord Balmerino. Oh, and get on to Temple Hall School. I want to speak to the headmaster at home. Tell him it's urgent.
Edmund. Look, I understand you stepping in on the Malaysian deal. I couldn't swing it and you saved the day, and I'm grateful to you for it. But the supercomputer is my special field. I've been in it from the beginning.
Well, we had to act fast. Do you realize how many millions are riding on this particular set of signatures?
Yes, I prepared the figures, if you recall. I should have taken the Malaysian meeting.
Look, I'm late for a meeting, George. We'll settle it later.
That's exactly the problem. You're never here. Edmund, you can't take on everything yourself. The company needs you here.
I happen to own this company, George. I'm fully aware of what it does and does not need. Thank you.
Daddy, what's a supercomputer?
Well, that's rather difficult to explain. But basically, they all compute at an unbelievable rate. But even that's all old hat now. It's all Pentium technology now.
Pentium? Oh,
Yeah.
I learned about that in school.
Good. Here, put that in the car, would you?
Thanks.
Yeah, he's really coming along very well. I'm not sure he's getting enough stimulation at this local school. When I get back, we'll look into that whole question of boarding school again.
Do you know how I feel about that?
Yeah, but think about it. Huh? Boarding school again. Boarding school again. Boarding school again. Boarding school.
I don't really have to go to boarding school, do I?
Try not to worry about it. I'll talk to your dad when he gets home.
If Dad got you a supercomputer, you could ask it to do millions of things. It sort of breaks down the questions into little bits, and all the bits get put back together at the same time. It's magic.
Henry, it sounds very clever. I'm going to come up and see your computer in a moment, but I just want to have a word with your mother.
Okay.
Virginia?
Yeah?
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah. You know, with Edmund gone all the time. He mentioned boarding school for Henry again. I guess we have to have a proper discussion.
Discussion with my son? Oh, dear. Would you like me to try and...
No, I can handle it. It's just that even after all this time, sometimes I still feel like an outsider.
You're about to see another of Strathcroy's favourite lost causes, although it seems help is at hand from the Grouse Syndicate. The village church. Archie's grandfather built it, but it's about to fall down, I fear.
Oh, dear.
Oh, there's no need to worry. I don't think it's likely to collapse this very minute.
Hello, Virginia.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. Is Edmund home?
No, he's not. He's away on business. Kuala Lumpur, of all places.
Ah, well, I wonder if you could give him a message for me. I've had a letter from the Grouse Syndicate.
What letter?
Well, they're offering to cover the cost of the church rewiring.
Really?
How marvellous.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, no, I'm not entirely happy about it, in fact. I mean, the Grouse Syndicate is a commercial activity. We have to ask ourselves what they want in return.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to talk to Edmund when he gets back.
Now, I must say, I mean, I've really rather had enough of the Grouse Syndicate behaving as if they own the place.
Which, in a way, they...
Which, in a way, they do. Point taken by. Anyway, would you thank Edmund for his offer? I wouldn't like him to think me rude.
Well, I'll mention it to him, although I don't know what he'll say.
Thanks. Well, I'll see you soon. Fine, can I give you a lift?
Oh, I think I'll walk, thanks.
Right. Oh, right. Well, is Edie not with you today?
Poor Edie's got rather a lot on her mind at the moment. You remember her cousin, Lottie?
Oh, heavens, yes. That awful woman who used to work here for a while. Who used to snoop around hiding behind doors and smashing the crockery.
That's the one.
Dotty Lottie, we used to call her. I must say, she gave me the shivers. I had visions of her rushing at me with a carving knife. Oh.
Lottie, that's getting on everyone's nerves a bit. Could you not stop it now?
I like the sound it makes.
Nice to see you, Virginia.
Bye-bye.
Archie,
Something on your mind, Vi?
do you ever hear from Pandora?
Oh, occasionally. The odd postcard, you know.
Verena Stainton's planning to invite her to the dance.
What? She can't do that.
If she does, who'll tell Edmund?
Well, she won't come, so there's no point in discussing it.
Archie, it's been 20 years. You were so close once. Can you honestly say you don't want to see her? Verena said something to me which actually made sense. She said, "You Scots are so horribly well behaved." Don't you think there's something to be said for actually blowing up once in a while?
Not a lot, no. Heat without illumination is not very useful. Bye-bye.
Go on out. I'll feed you later.
Hello? I'm back.
Hello. You're early. I don't want to get butter on you.
Hey, that looks good. Where's Henry?
Not back yet.
Good. I want to talk to you. I didn't come directly home. I went down to Temple Hall to see the headmaster.
Why?
Oh, to talk things over and get things settled.
What things? What things?
Temple Hall can take Henry in September.
As a boarder.
Well, he could hardly attend as a day boy.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
What?
You had no right to go there without me. Henry is my child as much as he is yours. And you go sneaking off behind my back without even a word?
I did not sneak off, and I'm telling you now.
Now that it's completely done. Look, Henry goes back to the village school in 2 weeks. He's getting on really well there. He's made great friends. Edmund, did you even think about that?
Listen, the place came up at the very last moment, so I decided.
You decided? Why do you always make the decisions?
Well, because I always have, I suppose.
You have always known that I don't want Henry to go away to school. Not yet. He's too young.
I went.
Oh, yes, I know you went when you were 8 years old, but why should he? It's barbaric. It's crazy to send little kids away from home. Look, he can go to Strathcroy until he's 12. Then he can go away to boarding school, but not yet, no.
Well, why mark him out as an oddity? I know that American kids seem to run.
This has nothing to do with being American. This is what any normal mother feels about her child. It is you who's on the wrong track, Edmund. But you could never even admit that possibility, could you?
You're just thinking of yourself.
No, I am thinking of Henry. Edmund is 8 years old. He's barely out of the nursery. He needs his home. He needs us.
Of course it'll be hard on Henry. It's hard on all of them. It's competitive and tough. And the sooner they realize that, the better. In my view, Henry's far too dependent on you.
I'm his mother.
Yes, and you're behaving like a spoiled child, and maybe that's my fault. I think it's time you damn well grew up!
Bullshit!
Everybody, get inside, that's it. Come on then.
Oh, you said you'd like to see the countryside at another time of year. Well, this is how it looks in September.
You know, Archie, you could put all this on video, make your life a whole lot easier.
Good gracious. Well, this is just old family stuff. I'd forgotten it was on this roll.
Who's that?
Ah, well now. That's my sister Pandora.
Yes. I'd like to book a flight. Your first flight to London in the morning.
Passenger's name, please.
Name is Aird. Virginia Aird.
Will you be paying by credit card?
Yeah.
It's all right. It's just a nightmare. Shh. Shh. It's all right. It's all right. 'Cause I know you're all right. It's 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 all right.
Come on, Lottie, let's get you to bed. Come on. Come on. Don't forget, your cousin Edie is coming to take you home tomorrow.
Come on, Edie. You're getting so fat. No wonder you can't keep up. What do you keep that rubbish for?
Edmund, I wouldn't sleep easy in my bed if I were him. And Pandora, a wicked bitch.
What are you talking about, Lottie?
I know what I know. That woman's no better than a murderess.
Mr. Cochrane, we will not go into the unfortunate matter of the misprint. That is behind us. But this... You have printed the invitations on the wrong side of the card.
Are you awake?
No. Oh,
You are now.
I'm gonna get you for that.
Look what I got.
What's that?
An invitation to a ball.
Great. You gonna go?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I don't want to go without you.
You haven't told them about me, have you? You little rotter.
Maybe not. Maybe not. They couldn't cope with it.
Well, you're not a child, are you?
I know that.
What's the problem?
It's just...
They wouldn't approve of me, would they? I can't believe this.
It's just there would be a full-scale inquisition, that's all. Would you come?
Tribal dancers on the grass moors. I'd rather shoot myself in the foot.
Lovely.
Letter from Lucilla.
Oh, good. I hope there would be.
And a stiff one. Hand-delivered. Looks like a summons for the Queen.
That must be Rena's invitation to the dance.
Then two more of the same. One for Lucilla and another for Pandora to be forwarded.
I told Rena it was not a good idea. Open Lucilla's letter. That's much more important.
Darling Mom and Dad, just to let you know I'm fine and having a great time, I'm traveling with an Australian boy called Jeff, a sheep farmer farming around Europe. Might nip down to the Riviera to see if Pandora's still there. I'm a bit short of cash. Any chance of a loan? Then there's a bit about a Matisse exhibition she went to. Yeah, farming around Europe.
Sheep farmer.
Might be worse, I suppose.
I wish she'd come home.
Who?
Lucilla.
Oh, yes, cool. Well, I'll get a check off to her.
you understand, Archie? I'm having a baby. I can't believe you won't help me.
Did you ever think of anyone apart from yourself?
Virginia, hi.
Here.
Excellent. Oh, let me help you. Come in. Come in. I didn't even know you were in London.
A spur-of-the-moment thing. I decided to do a bit of shopping.
A bit? You got half of Knightsbridge in here. Oh, wow. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wow. How's Far?
He's fine.
I thought you'd given up.
Oh, I have. This is temporary. Been a bit frazzled lately.
Are you all right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry. Hello? Oh, hi. Yeah, look, Friday night, I'm really not sure what I'm doing at the moment.
I didn't mean to pry. So, when did you move in?
A couple of weeks ago.
Is it serious?
I hope so.
Well, you better tell Edmund before somebody else does. Men can be terrible gossips.
Actually, I was going to ask, could you tell Far and Gran? Will it be really difficult for you?
No. Vi takes everything in stride. And as for your father, at the moment, I don't really care what he thinks.
I knew there was something wrong. They have been banging on about my love life.
Oh, it's all right. We've just come across a Cold War situation at the moment.
Oh, God, that isn't why you're here, is it?
No, I'm here because I wanted to cheer myself up by taking it out on his credit card. It'll sort itself out. Edmund's made up his mind.
And when Far makes up his mind, it's like talking to a brick wall.
He'd be more human if just once in his life he really screwed up and had to admit he was wrong. Let's have some of this wine, shall we?
Edmund, anything wrong?
Just thought I'd drop by, have a chat. Well, I'm sorry you didn't feel you could accept our offer of help.
Forgive me, Edmund, but your colleague's a businessman, not a charity. What's in it for them?
You're an obstinate bastard, Archie. Isn't this syndicate? Do you think they give a damn about what happens in the village? All they're concerned about is the grouse shooting. The church rewiring was my idea. I was thinking of you. I talked them into it. Good PR, I said. And you made me look stupid.
Well, I'm very sorry.
Well, you should be. You're hardly in a position to be so choosy over the offer of a gift.
Well, now, that's an interesting thought, the role of gifts. A Trojan horse can come in many shapes.
You're always a stubborn bastard, Archie. I didn't think you were a fool. I'll be on my way.
Edmund, I'm sorry, I'm being unfair. If the offer still stands.
It does. Oh, I meant to give you this. Take a look at it. I'd value your opinion.
Conifer plantation. Well, now, one of those get-rich-quick schemes for absentee landlords, is
There
it?
you go again, jumping to conclusions. The tax loophole was closed years ago. This could be a real local benefit. Will you at least read it?
Oh, I'll read it.
Good heavens. What was Edmund doing here? And what's that?
Looks harmless, doesn't it? But I think it's a Trojan horse.
Oh, right. right. That's the new Luc Besson film, isn't it? Did you like it? Neil. I didn't hear you. Virginia, Neil Keeling.
So, this is Neil.
Hello, Virginia.
Hello.
My stepmother.
You won't come to the dance, though.
No, because I'm going to hate it up there. Because there's all those wide open spaces and gale force winds and men in skirts. You know, I can't cope with that.
Log fires and lots of scotch. The sun has been known to shine, hasn't it?
Parking square, please. I'm gonna get my hair done.
Okay, pump for yourself.
Thanks. You will come, though.
Only if you save me the tango.
I promise.
You heard her. She promised. You heard that, didn't you?
Evening, Mrs. Ishak.
Hello.
Listen, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I need a bunch of flowers. You know, the sort of thing my wife likes.
Of course.
Mr. Aird, I've seen you around the village, but you're always in such a hurry. Never had a chance to have a chinwag.
Yes.
Remember me, Lottie Carstairs? I used to work for old Lady Belmerino for a while.
Yes, yes, of course I remember you.
I was there when Lord Belmerino was getting married.
Well, that was all a long time ago.
What times they were, eh? You still married to Caroline, and Pandora buzzing about like a bee after honey and then running off. But then she was always a bit of a bad penny. You and I know that. Don't we, Mr. Aird? You more than anyone.
Sorry, Mr. Aird. I couldn't find any paper.
Oh, that's all right. Just put it on the account, will you?
Something. Yes. Oh, it's a wee bit chilly tonight, Henry. Would you put a match to the fire? Henry, what is it?
Do you think Edie's going to be all right?
I don't think Edie is in actual danger.
Lottie? Lottie!
Just slipped out of my fingers.
Be at boarding school on your birthday.
Won't be the same without you.
I don't want to go. Mummy doesn't want me to go either.
She'll miss you. They both will.
They've been quarrelling.
I know.
How do you know?
I may be old, darling, but I'm not stupid. And your father is my son. And I'd like to shake him sometimes.
Did you get a dress for the dance?
Yeah. And I got my hair done.
Yeah, I noticed. I like it. Did you see Alexa?
Yes. Promise you won't go all Victorian on me. I have some news for you. She met a guy and she's crazy about him. She wasn't sure how you were going to take it, so she gave me the job of telling you. He's some sort of financial whiz kid, venture capitalist, I think what she said. Huh, definitely a charmer.
Oh, you mean a ladies' man?
I guess you could put it that way.
Alexa's an innocent. Now she's met up with some city slicker. I don't want her to get hurt.
Neither do I. But don't you think she's old enough to take her own risks?
Well, she's hardly in a position to judge.
Prince Charming can come in pretty funny packaging. I mean, my parents weren't exactly over the moon about some Brit with a kid on his hands.
Much too old for you, huh? You took on a lot.
I loved you.
That was the miracle.
Thank you. Edmund, I know this is tough on you, but you have to let go.
All I want is to do the right thing.
Edmund, I have something to say. I think that you're making a big mistake about Henry. He is far too young to be sent away. But I don't want this to go on between us. I've missed you. And I do love you.
I shouldn't have settled the matter without consulting you.
No. You shouldn't have.
Truce?
On one condition. The day that Henry has to go to Temple Hall, you take him. I can't face that.
I'll take him. I promise.
Thank you.
Oh. Coming home present.
Put them on for me.
Move it a bit to your left, Henry. That's enough? Aye, that's fine.
Edmund.
Oh, hello, Archie. Have you had a chance to read?
No, I've not read your presentation. I see little point in doing so. What was all that guff about valuing my opinion, since you've obviously gone ahead with your dreadful conifer scheme without my valued opinion?
Well, if that's the way you feel, there's
Well,
really
at
no
least
point
I
in
know where
discussing
we
it
stand.
Mummy, you're back!
Hello. How are you? I missed you.
Cheers. Alexa, I'm so sorry, darling. I'm late.
Neil?
I'm stuck in-
Fine.
Jasmine?
Well, what a surprise. Haven't seen you since you went off to New York.
Well, no, I've been busy. Hey, whoa, hey. His catalogue numbers or prices?
And since when have you been interested in art?
I'm not really. Alexa's the patron here.
Hi. Right, that explains it. Right, if you see anything you like, just give me a wave.
This one is beautiful, really exquisite.
Ah, I've got the man who painted it over here. Follow me. Barry? Alexa, meet Barry Miller.
Hi,
how
Alex
are you?
Red. I'm a big fan of your work.
Oh, I'll show you a piece you might like over there. Jasmine,
Yes.
can you keep a secret?
I don't know. What have you got in mind?
That's Archie. There it is. Hello, Archie.
Lord Balmerino, I was looking for you.
You'll have to excuse me, Lottie. I'm rather busy.
I'd have looked after the baby. I wanted to. They wouldn't have listened.
Lottie, I think it's time we went home, Lottie.
No, I want to talk to Lord Balmerino.
Lottie, dear, I really think that you should go home with Edie now. But why don't you come and have a cup of tea with me one day?
Can we go to Edinburgh? I could do with a bit of life. Go shopping.
Very well. We'll arrange an outing.
Don't forget.
No, I won't forget.
Oh, Pandora, don't be such a fool. He doesn't love you. And the last thing he wants is your baby.
Mr. Archie, I know what to do. I can help.
I hate you, Archie! I hate you! I hate you!
Isabel, my dear, I'm having a nervous breakdown. I know why Napoleon lost the Battle of Waterloo. You simply cannot rely on anyone.
Has Lucilla replied yet?
She has not. Nor Pandora, I might add.
Well, you can't rely on Pandora to reply to anything.
But I did have a favour to ask you. Could you be a darling and have a stray man to stay for the party?
Of course. Who is it?
Oh, some American. Katie met him at a dinner in London. His wife just died, and he's over here for a bit of a holiday, poor man. She thought it would cheer him up, but I'm full to the rafters.
Well, of course we will.
Oh, you're an angel.
What's his name?
Yes. What is his name? Plucker. No, Tucker, that's it. Conrad Tucker. He sounds rather sad. Anyway, I must fly.
No tea?
My dear, I have to book the band and the pipers and something called a portable disco. I suppose it'll be some ghastly young skinhead with spots.
Oh. I was 15 when my mother put me into service. A half day off a week we had. No way you could meet a young man, go to the cinema or dance hall. I'd have liked to have joined the police force, had some fun, but I didn't know how to go about it.
Lottie, I think you said you needed to do some shopping.
I need a yard of boiling knicker elastic. The haberdashery will have it.
Well, I really don't know if they sell boiling. Oh, dear.
Croy?
Surprise.
Who is that?
Dad, it's me.
Lucilla! Where are you?
I'm in London. I'm at the Dorchester, of all places. We'll be with you tomorrow evening, all of us.
Come on.
Yeah, me, you pig. What? Hello? No, not you. Dad, that was Jeff. You remember I wrote about him?
Is there any chance of us getting to Scotland this year?
Shh. Yes. Look, Dad, I've got to go. Okay, yes. Hey, we've got a real surprise for you. We'll be coming up with Pandora.
So Lucilla thought she'd see if Pandora was still in the same address, and that was it. She was. She invited them to stay. Then announced that she would come to the dance if they drove back with her.
Why didn't she let us know? The Dorchester. Lucilla's never stayed in a proper hotel in her life. Couldn't she have chosen something a little less grand?
I don't suppose Pandora knows anywhere less grand.
We're sure beats a sleeping bag.
Jeff, are you really sure we've got everything
There you
this
go.
time?
Straight in there. Thanks a lot. Do you want a hand?
There you are, sir.
Yep. There you go. Thanks very much.
Dearest Archie, I can't bear to think of that last time I saw you. All those dreadful things we both said.
That's what you call it? A problem? Don't you understand, Archie? I am having a baby. I can't believe you won't help me.
Did you ever think of anyone apart from yourself?
Yes, I'm thinking of Edmund. I can make him happy. And you can't stop me.
I just wanted to let you know the little problem no longer exists. So you can all breathe again. The family name is untainted, and I'm perfectly all right. Don't worry, darling.
Hello? Hello, Vi. Oh, Isabel.
I think you better be sitting down for this.
I am sitting down. Just had the most exhausting day blackberrying with Lottie.
Pandora's coming home for the dance.
What?
It's true. Archie said she'd never come back. Well, she is.
How extraordinary. What made her decide to come now?
Oh, Vi. I do hope there isn't going to be trouble.
Edmund, Isabel's giving a lunch party on Sunday. She very much hopes you both might like to come. Henry, too, of course.
Forgive me if this sounds rude, Archie, but we all know where we stand. You think I'm a shit, I think you're a fool. This is not a good basis for a lunch party.
Ah, I thought you might have heard there's to be a guest of honor. Pandora.
Here? Why?
Verena invited to the dance. She's accepted.
And we're all going to have lunch together? Well, this is grotesque.
Well, you have to meet sometime.
Do we?
Give him more of a spiral this time. Yeah, that's good. Hi.
Missed you today.
Hiya.
You too.
Missed you. Want to have a cup of tea?
Sure. That's not American football, is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Whatever happened to good old rugby?
It's much better.
Come on, here. Here, come on. Catch.
Hey, come here.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. We have an invitation for Sunday. Family lunch at Croy.
I thought you and Archie were having a row.
Yes, it's a bit bizarre, but there it is. The thing is, Archie's sister's come home.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm dying to meet her.
Look, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but Pandora may not be entirely friendly. It's all in the past now, but there were...
What, family feuds?
Well, some people harbor grudges, and I don't want you to get upset.
Don't worry about me. After all, I'm an outsider, aren't I? Oh, it'd be great to meet her.
Pandora?
horses? Where are the horses?
We sold them ages ago.
The stables are empty. The parkland is all ploughed over. It's just fields.
Local farmer rents it. I wrote you about that. Hello, Pandora.
Sold the horses.
Why are you wearing a fur coat?
I mink, you mean? Why not?
It's September.
Oh, I can't stand the cold. This is a savage country. Ghastly climate.
Welcome home.
Archie.
Archie! Oh! I'm so happy to see you.
And to be back is so wonderful.
Wonderful.
Ah, there they are.
Oh, Pandora. It's wonderful to have you back.
Lovely.
Just
And you, Miss Jeff.
G'day, good to
Hello. Welcome to Croy.
Very much.
Archie, they've been absolutely angelic. Did practically all the driving.
We had to. We wanted to get here.
You always drive like a maniac. These children have no respect for their betters.
I don't want any more bad news today. Sold the horses.
Come along. I'll show you all to your rooms.
Yes,
Come on.
Let's go and have a drink.
Yeah, great. I love one.
Listen, you know where you are. Jeff.
Isabel, wait for me! Shall I take your coat?
Yes.
Oh, God. I've missed this so much.
The Americans have all gone, so I've given you the pantry. Oh, Isabel, could I see my old room? Oh, yes, of course. I didn't think it. It's been years since we've used it. Can I sleep here? But it hasn't been redecorated or anything.
It's so tattered. And the bed needs airing.
Where are my things, Isabel? My records? Oh, it's all safe. Boxed away in the attic. I've dreamt of this for years. That grey and purple and green. I've laid the table in the dining room. All the best china, crystal. I thought we'd have a really grand family dinner.
Isabel, what I'd love is supper in the kitchen, like we used to.
Yes, of course, if that's what you really want.
I tried to use the locals the Highland Fling, but it always ended up looking like the Pasadena. Hopeless.
Hey, what about those three buskers in Santa Fe?
Oh, darling, they were so lonely. No one paying any attention.
So Pandora invites them to join us.
Well, they were too charming. You like them.
I thought they were great.
Well, they were great.
No, they really were great. I mean, there was this bloke who was tap dancing, singing Alvin Nagila and swallowing fire at the same time. I mean, you don't see that very often, I'll tell you. I mean, and what Lucilla had, I don't know, what, 10 franc notes. I think she wanted change for 10 francs. What is that? About some $3 or something. Unbelievable. She shouldn't be allowed in here in Dorchester. She really is. Maybe she has money. There she is. She's on the beach in the south of France. She's expecting change and that sort of stuff.
Why don't you take your glass through?
So, I can't wait. Tell me everything.
You know the Airds are coming to lunch on Sunday. Is that all right?
Perfectly all right. What's Edmund's new wife like?
Not exactly new. It's been 10 years. She's warm, generous. She's She's been wonderful to Alexa.
Warm, generous. She sounds blissful.
Well, you'll meet them all at the dance anyway.
Have you bought a new dress yet?
No, can't afford it.
Darling, you have to have a new dress. Don't be so silly. Nothing's that bad.
Yes, actually.
What is it?
Isabel. It's everything. It's Archie losing his leg. It's having to be nice to people because they're paying to sleep in your spare bedrooms. Archie finds life difficult. He seems to think he's let us down. He's lost his zest for living. I sometimes think he wishes he hadn't survived the Falklands War.
Is there anything wrong between the two of you?
No. He always waits until he's sure that I've gone to sleep before he comes to bed.
And are you always?
No, but I pretend to be. It's easier that way. No demands.
No sex, you mean?
He's locked away inside himself. And when he finally does get to sleep, he has nightmares.
You're right.
Thank you.
I hear you're sleeping badly.
You must be worn out all that driving.
No. Archie, sometimes you have to allow people to know things. You have to let them into your life.
Why?
To give them a chance to help you.
No one can help.
So best to put up the shutters and say nothing?
I think so.
What a wonderful smell.
Yes, tobacco plants from seed. It's Isabel's latest triumph.
Did you ever receive the letter I sent you? After I ran off like a mad thing?
Yes.
You never replied.
I was stationed in Germany, if you remember. By the time it reached me, you were in America. It was too late. You shouldn't have done it, Pan.
Not going to take the high moral tone with me now, are you, Archie? Would you walk me back to the house?
Now then, this lunch on Sunday.
Oh, I think it's going to be fascinating. In a ghastly kind of a way. Haven't made up my mind. Shall I behave well? Or shall I be naughty?
Priscilla, where do you spring from?
Jeff and I just went down to the gate to walk off that fantastic dinner.
Pandora went to bed. She looked exhausted.
Oh, she'll be fine in the morning.
Strangely thin, don't you think?
Well, she's so hyper, Dad. She burns everything up. Champagne, zapping round the mountain bends. And suddenly she'd crash out in the back of the car, wrapped up in that mink. You know, Dad, I know I'm not allowed to say so. This is really great.
I don't think she's on something, do you?
Oh, Dad.
No, I just thought that you probably know more about these things than I do.
I think I'm part of the drug culture, do you?
Yeah, she's changed in some way. Something. Do you meet any of her friends?
Yeah, there was one guy. I think he was called Carlo. He was quite good looking. Yeah, I got the feeling they knew each other pretty well.
Do you think he might be?
Well, it's not exactly your usual Latin lover, if that's what you mean.
Think she's happy there?
Yeah, why not? Lovely house, pool, loads of loot.
No. I mean, you know.
Dad, she's really happy to be here, right? Come on. Don't start your worrying.
God bless you, darling. Night.
Good night.
Everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up.
Dad?
Explain the rules over lunch. Yeah, but wait before you can say that. What are you talking about? Yes, I can.
Sasha!
Come here.
Sasha, come here.
He's an ancestor then, is he?
Pandora. Dear child. Vi.
Archie, lunch is ready.
Well, shall we lead on in?
You haven't met Virginia. Edmund's wife.
It's nice to meet you.
Virginia, lovely to meet you.
This is Henry.
Is it indeed?
And how old are you, Henry?
I'm 8.
Ah, the best possible age to be.
I thought 7 was better.
Heavens! Nostalgia already.
Let's go have lunch.
Pandora.
Lovely to see you, Edmund. How are you?
Extremely well. You look absolutely wonderful.
Oh, please don't go in for the usual cliches. I always know I'm looking ghastly when people tell me I look wonderful.
I was merely going to comment on the elegance of your outfit and how good it looks.
Not even lip service to flattery. Must be looking worse than I thought.
Just, we move over here now. Archie, where would you like us to sit?
Why don't you come and sit here? And,
We'll plant ourselves here. Henry?
You've got them in Australia as well, yeah?
Well, I shall sit next to Henry. May I?
Of course.
Henry?
Vicar's sermon is quite in line with the latest thing.
So, Henry, tell me, what do you like to do best?
Take up Mel's station. Now, what I think the best I should be merciless, my darling. Absolutely merciless.
It'll end in tears.
Always did.
I know.
Now, Virginia, you need to aim just there.
Which blade of grass did you have in mind?
Right.
Oh!
Sasha, come on. Go fetch Pearl. Come on, Sasha, come on.
Nice child, your Henry.
Yes, he's a good boy.
I try to imagine sometimes what it would be like to have a child.
Pandora, don't do this.
What?
I went through hell.
Oh, did you, sweetie? What a shame.
What I'm trying to say is that...
What you're trying to say is go away, you embarrassing woman, and don't mess up my nice, tidy life again. Isn't that right?
You know it's not.
What are you trying to say, Edmund? Do tell. I'd like to get to know the new improved Edmund.
Why did you come back?
Reasons? This Verena Stainton party.
No, I can't believe that.
Well, maybe I just wanted to see how well you'd all settled down. Shake you up a bit. Hmm?
Are you happy?
Don't be silly. Are you? Are you happy, Edmund? Are you?
After Caroline was killed, you knew about that?
Yeah. Archie wrote me. Drunk driving, he said. I began several letters, but I didn't finish. I'm sorry.
Well, I decided that keeping busy was the only thing. Fill every second of the day with work. It was good for the firm. bad for the soul, I'm afraid. Luckily, Virginia came along. I can't imagine life without her. Does that answer your question?
I hope your board members are more impressed by your eloquence, Edmund, dear.
I think it's time for tea. Pandora?
Tea? Edmund, would you get me a cup of tea? I can't move.
It's been a beautiful day, Isabel, thank you.
It's lovely to see Archie looking so happy.
Yes.
And Pandora, so at home. Makes one wonder. Well, this isn't getting the tea made.
Vi, come. Come sit.
You always look so happy.
So I remember you.
Archie was frantic, you know, when you went off. He tried to find you. The next thing we knew, you were in America.
I suppose I was lucky in a way. If it happened today, tabloids would be full of it. Schoolgirl seduces married millionaire. Shock horror.
Why, Pandora?
Thought it was glamorous, grown up. I was bored, I expect.
Boredom can be dangerous. When children are bored, they sometimes smash up their toys. Well, you don't want to listen to me chatting on. You want to catch up with everyone's news. After all, you won't be staying long, will you, Pandora? Just till the dance, I suppose.
Well, I knew the prodigal son got the fatted calf, but I didn't know they went on to say you'll just be staying till the end of the feast then. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do. Yet.
Well, I want my tea. Oh, dear.
Wow, good one. Very good.
Oh, careful, careful. Oh, no.
Lucilla, would you take Pandora her tea? We have to go.
Sure. We're going?
Mm-hmm.
Henry!
Hey, how about a walk?
Had a walk this morning.
Hey, what's with this? I thought you were done with that. Can't take it to school with you.
I know that.
There's 8 of us. I'm the eldest and the best looking. Then there's Olive, she's the married one. Lorette, Frank, Jack, Maggie, Danny, he's only 6.
Henry, all right?
He's dreading it. It was interesting meeting Pandora. Was she like you remembered her?
Well, it's all more than 20 years ago.
I told you not to call me here.
I'm not checking up on you. I just want to know why.
Why?
Yes, why? You know it's dangerous.
Look, I can handle it.
Can you? Really? What the hell do you expect?
I have things to settle here.
Pandora, you're playing with fire.
Don't call me again. Don't call me again.
Pandora, as you wish. But I hope you're not going to regret it.
Isabel?
Isabel? Is Archie around?
interrupting?
No, of course not.
Didn't know you could do this. Do you have others? Yes, you do. Oh, Archie. Have you sold any?
No.
Did you try?
Who would buy them?
Americans, darling. Just put them out on display, you make a fortune.
Not at the rate I work.
Find someone to help you. You could start a cottage industry. There's plenty of room in the stables here.
Oh, that'd mean electricity and safety regulations and all kinds of things.
You've got to find a way to raise money. Don't be so hopeless. Archie, whether you have one leg or two, you can't just turn your back on people who love you.
You speak from experience, of course.
Well, you have a choice. I didn't. Look, Archie, I really don't want us to dwell on the past. Besides, I'm the last one to preach. Which is why I do it so well. Good night.
Night.
Good night, Archie. Dear Archie.
Edmund doesn't love you.
I hate you, Archie. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you, Archie.
Okay, what you're buying has to last you for the whole term, so you better plan carefully, all right? There you go. I'll pick you up in half an hour.
Bye, Mummy.
Hello, Balmaid.
Virginia? Look, there's a crisis on here. I have to go to New York.
Oh, when?
Well, now I'm catching the shuttle flying out of Heathrow this afternoon.
But tomorrow, you're taking Henry to Temple Hall tomorrow.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that now.
Edmund, you promised.
Well, I have to go to New York.
It was the one thing. I said I couldn't face it. You accepted that.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
So send someone else. You're the boss.
But it's because I'm the boss that I have to go. It's my responsibility.
You have other responsibilities, Edmund. You promised.
Virginia, be reasonable.
Reasonable? I never wanted him to go in the first place. I will not be reasonable.
Everlasting gobstoppers, please.
All right.
That one over there, please.
Yes.
This one here, please.
Yes.
Oh, and one of those please. Mummy, look what I've got.
Great. Honey, your daddy called to talk to you.
What about?
Well, he's got to go to New York today.
Oh.
So he won't be able to take you to school tomorrow. I thought... Oh, Henry, I'll take you, okay? Sorry. This to be a good day. Damn, Edmund!
Mr. Aird, you'll be late for your playing.
Henry, listen. It'll be okay, honest. Honey, please talk to me. We'll go home, we'll have a...
Hello, Virginia. How are you? Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just picking Henry up.
Ah.
I'll walk. Don't be silly. Come on, Henry. Come on, let's go to the car. Henry, please. Henry.
Henry, would you like me to take you home? I've got music. And you could play bears with my mink coat. Wouldn't that be fun?
Really, that's not necessary, Pandora.
Come on, Henry.
Henry. Henry.
Don't worry, Virginia. I'll bring it back safe and sound.
You're on your own then. Edmund's gone to America, I hear.
Yeah, for a few days on business.
Must be lonely for you. I saw Pandora. That hair looks dyed to me. And what does she want to wear dark glasses for in this weather?
I'm sorry, I really don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know? Well, I wouldn't be too happy if I were in your shoes, with Pandora back, not if your husband's around. That's why she's here, of course, still after him.
I don't have to listen to this.
I was there, outside her bedroom door. It was dark, but I could hear all right. You didn't guess, did you? He's a cool fish, Edmund, just like the rest of them. They all knew what was going on.
What?
They're all as thick as thieves. That's why they gave me notice. I knew too much.
You're making all this up.
Why do you think he's taken himself off? Panic, I'd say. Wait till he gets back. It'll be the same story all over again.
Look, I don't think that you should go around spreading lies like this. Okay?
I'm not lying. Ask any of them. Ask them about the baby. They didn't need to kill the baby. I'd have looked after it. I said, I'll care for the baby. It'll be mine. But she went rushing off to London and got rid of it. Murdered us. A lot of...
been gone so long?
Henry, I made your lunch about an hour ago. It's already 2 o'clock.
We had lunch in the car. I had a burger, a great big one, and fries, and a strawberry milkshake.
Are you all right, Virginia?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Henry, why don't you go upstairs? Edie's waiting to say goodbye to you.
Thanks for the lunch.
He actually liked it. Children have no taste.
Virginia, you look like you should be in your bed. Do you need some help?
No. No, thank you. Why did you come back? What? After all this time, why did you come back?
Never could resist a party, darling.
Bye.
Just come here a wee moment, Henry.
Okay.
Yes, that's about right.
I like your new cardigan.
Your mother brought it back from London. It's cashmere, lilac. I'm keeping it for best.
Lilac? It's nice. Oh, bother, I need a black pen.
Look in my handbag. There's one in there for sure.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't you worry, Mrs. Aird. He'll be fine.
All right, thank you. Henry, come back and visit you really soon, okay? And you're gonna have a great time. I'll be back then.
Let's get you in out of the way.
A great time, okay?
Come on, come back.
Thank you, Robbie. You sure this is going to help my golf game?
What room will I put it on, sir?
Oh, it's 210 or 201. It's under the name of Tucker.
Mr. Tucker.
Tucker. Conrad Tucker.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie. Excuse me, can I just...
Yes.
Hi.
I don't believe this. Wow.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
I was invited.
Well, so let's sit down.
I'd love to.
Where have you been all this time?
Oh, my God. What has it been, 12 years?
Wow.
You look wonderful.
Oh, thank you. God, I remember that summer so clearly.
Too.
The sailing trips, the riding.
Tequila sunrises at sunset. I think I did this a lot, too.
Oh, midnight barbecues on the beach.
Dancing, wild dancing in the terrace.
Oh, yeah, that was another person, huh?
Can I get you a drink?
Yeah,
Robbie?
Yes, sir.
gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic, yes.
So what on earth are you doing in Scotland?
Oh, well, I met this girl, Katie Staten, in London, and she heard that I knew someone up here, so she said, and I can't do her accent, but she said, you know, come to my birthday party. Everyone will be there, so
You're
here
the
I am.
sad American. You're the sad American.
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that Isabel didn't know anything about you except that your wife had died. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Can I ask about it?
Of course. Her name was Elizabeth. She had leukemia. Anyway, what about you? Do you have a husband?
Yeah. He's in New York. I have a son as well.
How old is he?
8. His name's Henry. And this very day I have thrown him into a snake pit of a boarding school.
Oh, boy.
This is probably the most awful day of my life.
You know, that summer, when I went back to the Cape, your father told me you'd gone to England. I couldn't believe it.
I never intended to stay. Then, across a crowded room, I saw Edmund. And just like the song, that was it. Oh. This is just a bad day all around.
Why don't you stay here tonight?
No, I have to take care of my dogs.
I'll go back with you.
I guess Isabel wouldn't mind having you a day early.
My God, it's magnificent.
Yeah, they can't have gone to bed yet. It's only
Well, it's...
later than I thought.
Didn't you say there's a pub in the village?
Ought to be shut by now.
Oh.
Yeah. You'll have to stay the night at Balnade.
Won't that be a problem?
No, no problem at all. The guest room beds are already made up. No problem. Hello, hello. You can see why I had to come home.
Great dogs, a matching set.
All right.
Yeah, I could live here. Thank you, thank you. To the good old days.
Cheers. Oh, it's stuffy in here. You'll have to take my word for it, but the view is great. Should I close it?
No, no. Leave it. Leave it. It's too good to waste.
So there's all the hot water you need. I'm sorry there's no shower. Scots like to take long baths. These are your reading lights, obviously. The main light is by the door, and... Will you be okay?
Listen, I want you to know...
I want to thank you
How?
because I needed a friend tonight and you were there.
Virginia,
You know, it's really funny because I've been dreaming about home. You know, the breeze over the Atlantic, those barbecues.
That summer, did you know I was in love with you?
I'm a different person.
Not to me. God, it's like a time warp. I want to make love to you.
Don't forget that the sad American's coming this morning.
Doesn't anyone know his name? We'd better wake Pandora or you'll never get to Edinburgh.
Oh, morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Breakfast, Pandora.
Ooh, black coffee for me, darling. I've just been watching The Big Breakfast. It's a revelation. It's all decidedly odd. Ah. Coffee? Thank you, darling.
You won't be long, will you?
No.
That's the local rag. There's absolutely nothing in it.
Oh, that's what's so wonderful. Nothing changes. Don't be long, Pandora. Fury over footpath closure. Absolute bliss.
So, we'll meet you at the wine bar, 1 o'clock.
Okay. Now then, we're going to get you a dress for the dance, and that's that.
No.
Looks like she's enjoying herself.
That's what she wants us to think, anyway.
I ran into Conrad yesterday evening.
How do you do?
Pleasure.
Such a coincidence. We're old friends.
We knew each other in the States.
So we spent the night at Balnade.
That's a sensible idea. Would you like some coffee?
I've got to take some flower pots up to Verena.
I'll just get my golf clubs.
Right. Was he okay? Henry?
Not really. I have to go, Archie. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, okay.
Here, let me have that. Come on now. You're a golfer. What course are you
I have never in my life owned a dress like this. Time you did, you deserve it.
And what's Archie wearing to the party?
You used to look terrific in a kilt.
Oh, he won't wear it anymore. He says a tin leg on view is an obscenity. He'll wear his dinner jacket.
Oh, it's too boring. We have to find him something brilliant. Let's go.
I can't. Pandora, you can't. Someone's reserved it.
So we've got it. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Look, we can have a cocktail. And they've got quiche and salad. I hate cocktails, don't you? And quiche.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid this table is reserved.
Really? Well, we didn't see a sign anywhere.
You knew perfectly well.
Look, we are dying of thirst, and Lady Balmerino here would love to order a bottle of your very best champagne. So do you think perhaps you could organize that? Chilled? You're shameless. I know, darling. Did you like the Lady Balmerino bit? You'd never underestimate the power of snobbery.
I'll never get 500.
But it's what you ordered, madam.
Well, can't you pull it in at the sides and make it taller? Is that as high as it will go?
I could put it on stilts, or would you prefer a hot air balloon?
There's no need to be rude. Oh, hello, dear. Have you ever seen such chaos? Oh, I wanted to ask you a favour. Mr. Cadwallader, I expect the canopy to be the same colour as the rest
I'll
of them.
put these flower pots in the kitchen.
All right. I don't think it's demanding too much to
I'm
expect
doing my
the job
best,
to be done
madam.
properly.
What's wrong with you? On you silly things, what's wrong? What are you doing here? You have no right to walk into my house.
You should lock your doors then.
Please leave.
I thought we'd have a wee word. A little chinwag.
I don't want to hear any more of your lies.
Nice house. Why should I tell lies? The truth is good enough. You didn't like it when I called Pandora a whore.
Oh, get out.
You don't know better than a whore yourself. The vileness of men and women. The filth.
You are trespassing. If you don't leave right now, I am going to call the police.
Why don't you? I could give them a statement, a sworn affidavit. Maybe the press would like the story. Lustful practices among the aristocracy. Wife brings a fancy man home to share a bed with her when her husband's away.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
No? Bad weather we had last night. All that rain. Then it cleared up. When you looked out of that bedroom window, it was quite dry and bright. I could see the two of you as clear as anything.
Get out!
All right, I'm going. I'm going. I'll have a word with my husband when he gets back. Go.
Why didn't someone tell me?
You know what we're like, Virginia. All of us. We prefer discretion.
Discretion? For God's sake, she was pregnant. Why? Just tell me what happened.
Edmund hadn't seen her for years. He came up to Archie's wedding and there she was. When they met, it was like a sort of explosion. Fireworks. I suppose we hoped it would burn itself out.
But it didn't.
I never heard the full story. I do know there was a terrible row with Archie, and then she was gone. Took the car and ran away to London.
She had an abortion. I think she's still in love with Edmund. Maybe he feels the same way. Maybe I'm not enough for him.
Edmund's a true Scot. Keeps things bottled up. I'm sure of one thing. He loves you. Surely you know that.
I'm not sure about anything anymore. There's something else. When I took Henry to Temple Hall yesterday, afterwards I stopped at a roadside hotel and I met Verena's sad American. Turns out I know him. Knew him years ago.
How extraordinary.
Yeah, well, we had dinner, and then he stayed the night at Belnade. Then I took him to Archie's.
But what's the problem?
Well, then I went home and I found Lottie in the kitchen, and she was raving. She said that she was in the garden last night, and she saw Conrad and I together. She was watching us through the windows. She ranted on about lust and fornication. She called me a whore, and she said that she was going to tell Edmund that Conrad and I had been together. That we'd slept together.
Oh, my dear. Edmund knows Lottie. You know it's all lies. It's true.
They feed on the heather mostly. We burn it off in strips to encourage the new growth. The longer heather gives the birds cover.
Do you still shoot?
No, not very often these days. I miss the walking, rather.
Oh.
She talks an awful lot of rubbish, Doctor. You don't want to believe it all. She's just unhappy, poor soul.
Mrs. Eyre, good of you to come.
What's happened?
Lottie had a disagreement with someone. It seems a brick was involved.
Emily, my dear.
It's all right. There's no real harm done. It's just that she's so Pandora and damn it sharp.
Close the door when someone is speaking to them.
You lost your leg in the army?
Falklands War. Ridiculous quarrel over a lump of rock that nobody'd ever heard of.
What happened?
We were patrolling on South Georgia. We were ambushed.
You're lucky to be alive.
Yes, more so than some, my chaps. One of them was there because of me. Brilliant hiker. He was only a lad. Won first prize at the Strathcroy Games. I gave him the cup. His mother asked me my advice about him. I said, join the regiment. He was killed.
You know, many people would envy your life here, Archie.
This is a great place to live.
Yes, well, it is in September anyway. Pandora will tell you that when we were young, it was blue skies and sunshine all summer and it never rained. I fear the records would contradict her.
Everyone's coming to Verena's party. And of course, tomorrow's my birthday picnic at the Loch. Won't be the same without you, Henry. Edie sends her love, and there's no need for you to worry about her now, as Lottie has gone back to hospital. We all miss you very much, and I do hope you're settling in nicely at your new school. Lots of love, Grandma.
Bosco, mister, come on. Come on. Come on. Cheers, thanks.
one of those for me.
Yes, 'tis now.
So strange being here.
Yeah.
How are you, darling?
Yes.
About what happened.
No, Archie. I don't want to talk about it. It's a long time ago.
But I really do want to talk about it. I let you down. I lied to you about Edmund.
You see, I knew that he wasn't happy with Caroline. And that he would have gone to the ends of the earth for you.
Perhaps. But you were right. As usual, I was being selfish. Besides, an illegitimate baron in the family. Who'd ever heard of such a thing?
No, you've every right to be bitter.
Don't be silly. It's probably all for the best. I mean, what kind of a mother would I have made? A spoiled kitten like me.
No, nevertheless, if I'd been more understanding, you would have kept the baby.
You don't flatter yourself. If my driving had been better, I would have kept it anyway.
What?
When I wrapped my car around a lamppost on the motorway to London, I thought, goodbye, world. All I got was a broken wrist. I lost the baby.
But...
I thought... Pam.
Did you think I had an abortion?
Your letter implied.
Maybe part of me wanted you to think that. I hated you then, Archie. At least I thought I did.
My God. 20 years we've lost. I thought I'd never see you again.
Archie, you're so busy remembering what you've lost, you don't have the time to appreciate what you do have. Wonderful Croy, Lucilla, Isabel. Life is too short to dwell on what might have been. To the future.
What? I love you in that ridiculous hat.
Do you now? I had such a day. Did all the shopping. Got everything on your list. Champagne. And I bought a new dress for the dance. Pandora bought it for me. She bought you a present as well. It's on the bed.
Oh, what can it be?
Mr. Sinclair had your measurements. He helped us choose. What do you think? Pandora said you couldn't go in your dinner jacket. You'd look like a part-time waiter. I found your father's old smoking jacket in the attic.
Where's your dress?
Oh, I've hidden it away till Friday. Pandora wouldn't let me know how much it cost. It must have been a lot of money. Do you think I should have let her be so extravagant?
No, she always loved giving presents.
Do you like them?
What else did you do today?
We had lunch in the wine bar. Pandora made sure we had the best table.
What'd you think?
I think you look amazing.
Lady Balmerino, may I have the honor of the next waltz? Have you anything which requires your attention urgently at the moment?
Not that I can think of.
No dinner to cook, no dogs to feed.
Not immediately.
Then why don't you come to bed?
Archie.
I haven't said this lately, but no one was ever more loved, more needed. I love you so much. Yes, it's just one problem. What? How do I get out of these bloody trousers?
Now, I've got the shirt. What do I need? Oh, jumper.
What's the problem? It's only family.
Only family, he says. Father still thinks of me with ankle socks and pigtails. And he and Gran will be putting a laser beam over you to see if you're sound.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I should take my new cords. What are those?
Oh, it's just the usual. Something for the host, hostess, and your grandmother.
Aren't you the thoughtful one? I suppose bachelors in demand know about these things, do they?
Absolutely. I'll get them wholesale. Look, if we don't leave in 1 hour sharp, we're going to miss that plane. Now, come on, move it.
I have to dash, or I won't be back in time for the picnic. You really sure you can't come to it?
Quite sure. I've got to get these flowers down, or Rowena will be in a terrible state. Well, why are you going so early?
Oh, just some business. I'll see you later.
Get out of there. Hey, you're here. Great. Lost? Mwah. Mwah. Hello, Neil.
What's this? Boy Scouts going camping, are they?
No, this is Vi's picnic, and you're going to help me load it into the car.
I'll take the beer. That's very good. Is there anything else to go down?
Take that. That would be great.
I'm dying to meet the mysterious Pandora. What's she like?
She's a dazzler.
But is she nice?
Dazzlers don't have to be nice.
Oh, Neil. Gran? Happy birthday, Gran.
Alexa, darling. 78, isn't it awful?
Gran? This is Neil.
Hello, Neil.
Hello.
I've heard a lot about you.
Well, I better give you my side of the story then, hadn't I?
Happy birthday, Vi.
Oh. Come and meet everyone. You must say hello to Edith. That's what she's the one who's responsible for this once. This is Neil. It's Keeling, isn't it, Neil?
Great stuff, Neil. Look at that. The next dance, all right?
Neil, you're not trying.
This is
lovely.
I'm sorry, I was supposed to get those, wasn't I?
My fault, Alexa. I insisted.
And I was just putty in her hands, wasn't I? Sorry.
Oh, what? You're going to have to shave that beard off soon, sweetheart.
No way, why should I?
Because I'm starting to get a rash.
Yeah, well, I'll just have to start kissing you someplace it doesn't show you, won't
I've dreamed of this so often.
It was always here if you'd wanted it.
Well, Archie, I never know what I want until it's too late. Right now, I want to go back to the party. You coming?
No, you go.
Boy, that was a good one. Bye. Is everything okay?
Yeah. When are you going back?
Oh, I booked a flight next Thursday. I wish I was staying longer. You know, I really wish that you were coming with me. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. I mean, I know I'm making things difficult for you. It's just that I thought that, you know, maybe you might need to get away for a while.
Funny. I was thinking that myself.
Tell me, Neil, what do you think of us all? Terribly establishment overprivileged?
Ah, well, you must admit, you do live in a fairly grand style. Old money, old houses, old names.
My father was the son of a crofter from the Hebrides.
Really?
He ended up being a surgeon. My mother was grand. Rather nice for all that. My husband, my dear Geordie, was the son of our gamekeeper.
How funny.
Well, you see, the Scottish clan system means that no man is another man's servant. Just one of the family. There's a lot of pride. Mark you, he did go and qualify in Edinburgh before he asked my father's permission to marry me.
Ah, well.
Oh, excuse me for this. Oh, yes, of course.
I was lucky. I married the man I loved. I hope the same thing can happen to Alexa. I don't know who you really are, Neil, or what you want from life, but all I ask of you is that if you do have to hurt her, you do it now, before it's too late. I hope you're fond enough of her to be able to do that.
Come on, lunch is ready.
Come on, darling, let's go and eat. I wonder what they've got for lunch. Lots.
Edie sends her love, and there's no need for you to worry about her now, as Lottie has gone back to hospital. We all miss you very much. And I do hope you're settling in nicely at your new school. Lots of love, Grandma.
Be set up by 9. The lights are where? No, I need them here at 6 at the latest. You'd better. It already looks like a bloody circus. Aye, bye.
Yes?
I'm your mobile disco.
Well, I rather think the young people will be expecting a punk in heavy metal.
Look, lady, what they want is a light show, a DJ and loud music.
Oh. Will it be very loud?
Oh, very, very loud. We're talking a 5K rig here, trust me.
5K rig?
Aye.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. You're Mr. Ed. I'm Neil. I came with Alexa. Nice to meet you.
Dad!
Hello, darling.
Hi.
How are you?
Mwah. Mwah.
Welcome home.
And you.
You're back. Did you meet Neil yet?
Oh, you mean that stranger in there with his shoes off, sleeping on my sofa and helping himself to my best malt?
Oh, he brought that whiskey and he's got another bottle for you.
He's an excellent guest.
Oh, that's as maybe. I intend to do a little checking up on him.
Same old Dad.
What was your flight?
Hellish. The late takeoff in New York had a run to catch the Edinburgh flight. How's Henry?
I hadn't called. I thought it would be considered the wrong thing to do.
Here. So, what else has been happening?
Lottie Carstairs is back in hospital.
Is Edie all right?
Oh, she's fine. Turns out Lottie is quite the local historian. Told me a few old stories.
What stories?
The big picture was you and Pandora. Look, Edmund, if you and Pandora had an affair, it's all before my time. But you were married with a kid. And she was left alone and pregnant.
So you don't trust me?
I don't even think I know you.
You're getting yourself all worked up.
No, I'm being human, unlike you. I'm thinking of going away for a while. Back to the Cape.
When?
In a week. With Henry away at school, there's not much reason for me to be here right now.
I see.
The way things seem to be.
So you've got it all worked out?
Not really. You're going to be meeting someone tonight. The American that's staying with Isabel and Archie. Turns out we're old friends.
Hello?
Mrs. Ed, I'm afraid we have a little problem. Miss Carstairs has disappeared.
Disappear? How could she possibly disappear? Hello, Edie.
Hello?
It's Vi. Listen, my dear, I've just heard from the hospital. It seems that Lottie's disappeared.
Oh, goodness.
Calm down, Edie. Don't worry. I've had a word with Edmund, and I think you should spend the evening up at Belmaid, just in case.
I hope she isn't going to cause any trouble.
I need a slip. The dress is totally see-through. Oh, Dad, you look fantastic.
Neil! Edmund! Where's Virginia?
Hiding her hair. Sorry we're late, but,
You haven't met Conrad Tucker.
How do you do?
How do you do?
I'm sure you know that Conrad's an old friend of Virginia's.
Oh, I do now. She tells me you're traveling back to the States together.
And she's made up her mind.
I didn't know that Virginia was planning a trip.
Oh, you're not alone, Archie. This is a night of surprises.
Edmund?
Oh, Jeff. Oh, yes. Yes, that looks better on you than it ever did on me.
Yeah, it feels good.
Good. Oh, Archie, look, by the way, I thought you should know, it seems that Lottie Carstairs is on the loose.
No. Well, she's not dangerous, surely.
Well, Vi seems a bit worried, so Edie's moved into Balmaid. Vi didn't want her alone in the cottage.
Edmund.
I say.
Well, if the Americans could see you now, we could charge double. Drink, Joe.
Definitely champagne.
Yes, thank you.
Darling, you look absolutely divine.
Thank
Divine!
you.
Doesn't she? Archie, did you see her?
It's very funny.
Yes, yeah. Were you guys here?
So, my father finally sent for the young man and said, Donald, half a dozen young women over an area of 20 miles are in the family way, and naming you as the father. How do you explain this? Donald thought for a moment and then said, well, so you see, I have a bicycle.
Judy Fenton. She says, can she have a word with Mrs. Mrs. Edmund, that is. She says it's urgent.
Hello, Henry. Oh, good to see you again. Oh, you poor old soldier. Now, tell us what happened.
I thought Edie was dead. Lottie was in the kitchen wearing Edie's best lilac cardigan. And her lips were all red like blood. And I thought Edie was murdered.
It's all right. What happened?
I tripped and it bled a bit.
Oh. Well, I'll just let them know at Croy that all's well. And I'll give the school a call.
Is that where it was hit? Yeah.
Well, positions, everyone. Katie, carry on. Oh, champagne, lovely. My dear, how wonderful. Now,
You all right?
Yeah. Why didn't you go to the dance? No, really. I'll be fine here. Edie's here to look after me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't have to go back, do I?
You did well. I'm proud of you.
Probably better take my arm by it. The steps over the slipper.
I think it's the first time you're driving the shoes. I mean, really.
Yes, I think you're going to
ruin that dress. It's a lovely dress. I'm going to go in the back.
Champagne, I'll be falling over. Whoop, there it is.
Come on, everybody.
I will.
You were right, and I was wrong. Henry is not ready for boarding school. I think we should talk.
And then I just don't need to.
No, well, please. Please, just listen to me, would you? Please? I should have told you, well, ages ago about what happened. I hadn't seen Pandora for years. And then at Archie's wedding, there she was. I saw her coming across the hall to me at Croy, and she threw her arms around me and said, "Edmund, you horrible man, you got married too. Why didn't you wait for me?" And I felt I was drowning. When I tried to talk reason to her,